Hello, online writing instructors. For those of you who have taught my online courses before, this is the quizzes function in here is new. And those of you who haven't taught online courses I've designed before, you're probably going like, Shelly, quizzes, what? Like I said in some video a while ago, and I've slept since then, one of the reasons I shifted these activities to being individual things instead of lists is so that students can push to the ePortfolio tool. So see here, they're able to reflect an ePortfolio. Now, what you'll notice, though, is that I've incorporated some quizzes. That's the quiz feature. But hopefully you'll notice up here in the menu, they're referred to as process logs. If you all think of a better term at the end of the semester, tell me. But if you see the tab way up here, it still says Managing Quizzes. Down here it says Managing Quizzes. But in the menu, I refer to them process logs because that's kind of what the quizzes are functioning as. The quizzes basically prompt students to do stuff with their papers and then to share the results of that as they're drafting in Google Drive. So let's look at this one. So add details to your literacy narrative. Here's instructions. It's like, do this work before you take the quiz. And this is basically you have a draft. At this point, they have a draft. It's over in Google Drive. And they're going to do this activity, provide details. And for each major section, they're going to go try to add more details. And then at the bottom of the document, they're going to reflect on adding details. Yay! So the quiz is how they submit it. And what that looks like, and these are more or less similar. What that looks like is, one, they'll paste the URL to the draft. So that means when you grade this, they're providing you the URL. You can click on it and go see what their draft and what changes they've made and scroll to the bottom and check to see if they have a reflection. It also just prompts them, hey, did you do the reflection? Did you title the reflection correctly so I can tell the difference between that and a different reflection? It just reminds them, and that reminder hopefully is helpful. Well, let's put it this way. This summer, having that reminder, I was usually able to find the reflections in the documents very easily, and they sometimes would have 2 or 3 of them in a row. So they answer these, they submit the quiz. And so you see here, it's less of a quiz and it's more of a just, again, a process log that they're doing this work. Now, the question is, how do you grade that? My suggestion for that is, hold on, I want to remember which one I went and filled out already. Outline your literacy narrative. Okay, so go to grades. You can do this a variety of ways. You can go into process log, the quizzing area, and grade through there. My suggestion, at least at first, is to go through the gradebook area. So we come down here, outline literacy narrative, enter grades. Okay, so what you see here is that my, student number 1 has submitted something, and there's the submission. So I can click on that. Let's drag it into the screen so you can see it. That's the completion summary. You want to go look at the attempt. That's the actual work. Notice final score 0.5 because it automatically graded the multiple choice question. You're the one who has to actually give the full amount feedback. So see here, that one was, this one had a question about time. So it's like, yes, they answered it. I'll put in the 0.5 points. Notice it says pretend this is a link. So at this point, I would click on the link, or I'd copy and paste it if it didn't turn into an actionable link. And then I would go look at the document. And if it had everything that it was supposed to, I would add the 3 points. And there, they got their points for that. You want to make sure it says graded. It should say that, but you want to make sure because when I click save and then close, okay, you're sitting here going like, but Shelly, it didn't update. You're right, it didn't update because the page didn't refresh. But if I hit save here, basically, which refreshes this page, there it is. It updated to 4. I went in and graded the document. So that's the way I suggest it. Again, let me quickly go through the steps. You click on the submission. You go to look at the attempt. You make sure it says graded because that's what pushes your updated grade. And then you just look at these and fill in the scores as appropriate. I hope this helps with the grading of the quizzes.